Donkey Kong Country, a game that I first discovered on the Game Boy Color and would later fall in love with on the Super Nintendo. A game that is legendary, but also a game that is that difficult that I'm only pretending to be playing it right now because I don't want to get frustrated again. But have you ever asked yourself, what is the best world in the game? Because that's exactly what we're gonna talk about today. Ranking every single world on the original Donkey Kong Country from worst to best. So without further ado, Congo Jungle. Yes, I know that the first world in this game is absolutely legendary, and I actually can't say anything too bad about it, but it's just not my favorite world in the game. We got a standard first tutorial-esque kind of level, a liana swinging level, a cave level with tons of snakes, and another water level, with arguably one of the best soundtracks for a video game ever. And we also got a barrel cannon level, which is absolutely no joke. For a first world, this is really strong. Probably one of the strongest first worlds in video game history ever, but at the same time we have to keep in mind that there's still some really awesome worlds to come on the list. The only real downside of the first world is the fight against Very Naughty. I mean, I love the setting of the fight and I absolutely love his design, but at the same time, you know, this might be a little too easy compared to the rest of the world. Chimp Caverns. This world always got me panicking and made me feel claustrophobic for sure. The darkness in almost every level, the amazing but super scary soundtrack, and the difficulty is crazy. The creativity here is off the charts though. First there's a level where we ride on conveyor belt and we need to collect fuel for it, or otherwise. Then we got an insane hard platforming cave level, a level full of fog and tons of enemies, and loopy lights. A level where someone hasn't paid the electricity bill and every few seconds the lights turn off. Wait a second. That's better. And last but not least, we got one of the most insane stages of the entire game. This stage for sure puts your platforming skills to the test and definitely is one of the hardest level of the game. At least to your boy Yoshario. The boss of the world is Master Neki Sr. and he might be one of the most mesmerizing bosses of the game, so I gotta give him some credits. The world is insanely creative, insanely difficult, but not my favorite because of the way I feel. All jokes aside, as y'all see, there is not a single world that I would call bad, so as always, feel free to let me know your rankings down in the comments. Gorilla Glacier. When it comes to personal preference, I'd probably put this world right here in like the top 3 of the video, but objectively, I can't. Snow Barrel Blast is a crazy introduction to the snow world though, and without this shortcut that I found on accident, I would have probably never beaten the level. Slipslide Ride might be one of the most frustrating levels of the game, because the controls need some time to get used to, at least for me again, and the next few levels are no joke as well. I love the snow aesthetics though, as I said, but having to navigate my way around a level where there's a huge snowstorm, this is some heavy stuff, for real. The next level is an amazing underwater stage again, where we get chased by croctopuses, and to wrap up the world, we got a cave level where we get introduced to our boy Squawks, and a treetop level where potentially could play as Wink, probably one of my favorite allies in the franchise. Oh yeah, and the boss? Amazing. It's a Naughty again, but this time, it's way more challenging. I said that wrong because he makes me nervous. So as y'all see, amazing world, but better ones ahead. Cramcroc Industries. Okay, this world is absolutely legendary. What smells so burned here? The world starts with an all-time classic, Oil Drum Alley, and continues with legendary levels like this. Up next is Trick Truck Track, a level that feels super similar to Tanked Up Trouble and definitely gave me some struggles. The same goes for Blackout Basement, which feels like a mix between 2 levels also from the Chimp Caverns, Loopy Lights and Platform Perils. And we got Poison Pond in here. I hear so many people online who call this level the worst of the entire Donkey Kong Country franchise, and I never understood why. But fair enough, I mean it's their opinion. You might ask yourself then, why is this world that much higher on the list than Chimp Cavern? It's because of the next level. Minecart Madness. Minecart levels are one of the best and well-known levels in the entire Donkey Kong Country franchise. And I'd also say some of the most fun ones. The idea is brilliant, the pace is perfect, and the difficulty is a great challenge. So only one more thing to talk about here. The boss. The boss has to be my least favorite, because I absolutely love the personality and character design of the bosses in the game, but this one right here, well, look at him. Does he have personality to you? Maybe a little more than me, but still. Monkey Mines. The first level lets us play as Winky again. Winky? Is it Winky? Winky? Donkey Kong. The first level lets us play as Winky again. And yo, I'm a fan of that. Can't argue about this. But the second level, it's another one of these amazing minecart levels. I mean, what can I say? It's the same amazing concept as the other mine level I talked about already, and it's absolutely fun. Bouncy Bonanza is an amazing cave stage with these bouncy tires everywhere. Stop and Go Station is yet another level where someone hasn't paid their electricity bill. They have to be broke like me, so please, if you want to support me, hit the subscribe button so I can maybe at some point pay the electricity bill again. This is actually also the level I struggled with the most on my first playthrough. Till I discovered that you can just walk through here and you skip like half of the level. And Milestone Mayhem is absolutely nuts. In a positive way. Talking about nuts, we can move on to the boss stage called Necky's Nuts.
Pause, sir.
See what I did there? Awesome boss fight. Legendary, I'd even say. So well-deserved spot in second place. Vine Valley. My favorite one of them all. This world feels like a great mix of all the worlds we have talked about so far. Takes the best ideas and crams them into one single world. Vulture Culture is a great start to the world with the right amount of autumn vibes and change of style. Treetop Town is one of my favorite levels in the entire game. Forest Frenzy is Flappy Bird but 20 years earlier. And Temple Tempest feels like Milestone Mayhem, and I won't complain. We got another amazing water level, and I definitely won't say anything against this as well. I mean, a water level in Donkey Kong games, always bangers. And we have my favorite level in the entire game, Orangutan Gang. I don't know why I love that level that much. Maybe it's the way the Manky Kongs throw the barrels at us and we need to jump over them and dodge them. Or maybe it's the sunset. One could argue that this world doesn't have a lot of own ideas and might have not the biggest own identity, but if you see my ranking of New Super Mario Bros. DS, you know that I'm a big fan of worlds that feel like the whole game in only a few levels. And Vine Valley is exactly that for me. And that's it. I know I haven't talked about Gangplank Gallon, but the entire world basically just consists of that one boss fight. If you want to see me making a ranking on Donkey Kong Country bosses in general, let me know in the comments, and please consider to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this. Until next week, God bless y'all, stay healthy, bye.